with another video, man. I got my PS3 working. It's been fun. I got some new games. I got Assassin's Creed 1, I got Tony Hawk Project 8, and I also got Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. I have played all of them a little bit, didn't go too far in all the games, but man, it's been some fun. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I've been a little bit distracted from doing my streaming content on TikTok from my actual computer. I've been doing it off my phone only every now and then, but I will say the good news is that we have the second monitor that I'm going to be getting really soon. So I'm going to have two monitors now, and I already have a capture card, so I should be able to stream from my monitor to the other monitor. I used to have two monitors technically, but it was just a laptop. Now I'm going to actually have two monitors with my gaming computer as well. So
Friday.
So this video right here is called the KillDozer Rampage of 2004. Apparently, there's a guy that took a bulldozer and absolutely made this thing an abominable disaster, hell-wrecking nightmare machine, okay, that people can go around and, like the apocalypse, just damage as much stuff as they could. Cops could probably try to shoot it out, everything, and nothing would happen to this thing. And that's what this guy did. Supposedly he was some type of government official or something, I think, that was mad about the way that things were going. Not a government official, but he worked with either he worked with the government, or he didn't like something that the government did, or we're gonna get into it right now.
June 4th, 2004. An Air
This is 21 years ago.
Force veteran settling down in the small
That's what it was. He was an Air Force veteran, guys. My bad.
town of Granby, Colorado. Quickly found himself at his breaking point after losing a decade-long legal battle to a powerful family dynasty who took his land and ran his muffler shop out of business. To enact revenge, the welder fortified a bulldozer into a homemade tank and set out to destroy the small town that took everything from him, resulting in a response from the Army muffler shop after losing a decade-long legal battle to a powerful family dynasty who took his land and ran his muffler shop out of business. To enact revenge, the welder fortified a bulldozer into a homemade tank and set out to destroy the small town that took everything from him, resulting in a response from the Army National Guard and an Apache helicopter.
You had to take me on en masse. Well, I'm going to take you on by myself.
In 1992, an auction was held in the small town of Granby, Colorado, in which a foreclosed 2-acre property was to be sold to individual bidders. And Cody Dochev, a powerful Colorado businessman, saw an opportunity to expand some of his business, with plans to buy and build a state-of-the-art concrete plant for his company, Mountain Park Concrete. But to Dochev's surprise, there was another man who had his eye on the foreclosed property, Air Force veteran and Granby newcomer Marvin Heemeyer, who outbid Dochev and secured the 2-acre property for $42,000 to build a muffler shop and expand his welding business. A frustrated Dochev confronted Marv and advised him that the town of Granby doesn't need another car garage, to which Marv advised Dochev that the property was his for $60,000, but Dochev declined his offer and refused to give in to the blue-collar outsider. Marv left the auction with no idea what was to come. The outsider had inadvertently derailed the plans of one of Granby's most prominent and powerful families, and the Dochevs were sure to never let him forget. By the late summer of 1992, Marvin Heemeyer settled in to his new hometown of Granby. He renovated the 2-acre property and built a large warehouse to serve as his body shop. And shortly after, Mountain View Mufflers was officially opened for business. His neighbors at Mountain Park Concrete weren't too pleased, among them Cody Dochev. And in the months to follow, the Dochev secured a loan and offered Marv $250,000 for the 2-acre property. But Marv reportedly raised the price to $375,000 and again to $1 million, further agitating the Dochevs. A few weeks later, Marv received a letter from the town of Granby informing him that his property sewage wasn't up to code. He assumed the problem wouldn't take much work and inquired on how and where to hook up his sewage lines. But to his surprise, the lines were located nearly 500 feet from his property, and with him being responsible for the materials, construction, and months of labor, Marv was shit out of luck with a $100,000 estimate just to connect his sewage. And to add even more red tape, Marv's property didn't even have a maintenance easement. And because the easement would traverse property lines, Marv had to seek the approval of his neighbors over at Mountain Park Concrete, directly from Gus Harris and Cody Dochev. Marv went straight to the board of the sewer district, run by another Granby family dynasty, Ron Thompson, a friend of Docheff's and brother of Granby Mayor Dick Thompson. And like Docheff, Ron Thompson wasn't too keen on outsiders like Marv. Thompson gave him an ultimatum: $90,000 to get his sewage ordeal fixed and up to code, or remain unconnected and face the consequences. Left with no choice, Marv refrained from connecting his sewage with hopes of finding a cheaper alternative in the future. And by November of that year, Marv returned to the sewage board and demanded easement, and settled a deal with Gus Harris to traverse his property at $20,000 per acre. But in the weeks to follow, Gus Harris ghosted Marv and failed to honor his word, forcing Marv's sewage to remain unconnected for several months. And the months became years, and by 1998, the Docheffs decided to move forward with their construction plans of a massive indoor concrete plant. Marv resisted, but wanted to maintain a cordial relationship with the Docheffs, but he was inevitably forced to act, as the Docheffs intended on building in the southwest portion of Marv's property, where Marv had already planned on building a large parking lot for his customers. The Docheffs applied for and received a bizarre location-specific zoning permit that exempts certain plots of land from zoning laws if the purpose of rezoning falls into specific categories. And by the time he figured it all out, Marv was well past the 30-day deadline to appeal the decision. Construction vehicles and operations blocked off the only road to the muffler shop, and Marv began to lose customers. Out of desperation, Marv purchased a Komatsu bulldozer to make his own road for his customers, but he was shut down by Town Hall. And by November of 2002, a judgment was made against Marv for failing to connect his sewer line. The court ordered that the muffler shop remain closed, and with the Docheff denying easement, Marv was found in violation and was fined $100 a day until he connected his sewage. On November 17th of 2003, Marv wrote a check for the amount of $3,351, which he addressed to the Cowards and Liars Department, after having felt completely violated by the Docheffs and their shady political dealings. He lawyered up and took the town of Granby to court, but failed yet again and was punished for it, as the town turned around and reimposed additional fines of up to $1,000 for leaving abandoned vehicles on the rezoned property. And to add fuel to the fire, a local Granby newspaper wrote an editorial piece speaking poorly of Marv interfering with the Docheff's business, as if Marv was the bad guy. He was now stuck in a situation he had no way out of: a useless property, zero income, and his property and belongings were auctioned off. His direction and hopes for the future were, in his mind, stolen. What once was a dream became a nightmare. He truly believed that the town of Granby maliciously conspired against him, because the town of Granby perceived to have conspired against him. And that's what officials in Granby will never understand, whether or not they had malicious intent. If you carry the tools to break a man and present yourself as the villain, perception is reality. And in April of 2004, in Marv Heemeyer's reality, revenge trumped forgiveness, as he fortified half-inch steel plates insulated with concrete on the bulldozer.
I have had a perfect life up until 1999, when I found out what the Thompsons had done to me in 92. And I am not going to take it. And I have to use the resources that I have, the wherewithal that I have, the ability that I have, the knowledge that I have to make this right. I am not walking away from it. Maybe I'm being a coward by doing what I'm doing, because without a doubt, I'm doing what you have done. I'm lying. I'm conspiring. I'm keeping things secret. And it's going to happen. If I would have been married, had a family, things may have gone different. But God built me for this job. You had to take me on en masse. Well, I'm going to take you on by myself.
Good morning, Colorado.
It's great to get started with you.
Good morning, Colorado. starts your day with what you need. Updating.
So guys, it seems to me like this guy was once a normal guy, regular dude. He was just trying to make a living for himself. He didn't have a family, he said. He didn't have a wife, didn't have kids. So really he had almost nothing to lose. And he lost everything. And you know, that's the sad thing about this world is that when people lose everything that they have, you know, sometimes they don't know how to bounce back from that. Me personally, I feel like I've lost everything that I've had multiple times. And you know, one thing I always tell myself is if I ever lose everything that I thought that I needed, that's maybe I didn't need it. There was something else that was meant for me. And I wish that he kind of would have had that mindset a little bit too, because fighting with fire is never good, you know. And his long-term goal of being successful and having a good life definitely didn't happen after this, because he crashed out and literally KYS'd and, you know, took his own life. So, no, that's not really a win in my eyes. But he said himself that he was just trying to make a message, and he didn't care anymore because he didn't have the family and he didn't have everything. So he doesn't care anymore. You know, that's what he's saying. He just doesn't care. And you know what? At that age and everything, I don't know. I can't put myself in his shoes, what he's been through and his life and his mindset and everything. But man, I mean, I don't think I would ever try to. Hopefully, I would never try to do something like that. And it just makes you want to go get a family. Makes you want to go get a regular job sometimes and start a family and just live a regular life. Because having your own business and all that shit, guys, it's very, very crazy. Like, as soon as you lose your business and everything, people get suicidal, man. They think that, oh, I don't have a job, I'm the boss, and you lose all that. People get really hurt, you know? So sometimes it's better just work a job your whole life, and then maybe, you know, try to open up your own business. Probably what he tried to do, so I don't know what happened, but just praying for people like this, for real. That boy Vonnie.
So people get a sense, like, it all started about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Where did he begin, do you know?
Marv took the dozer straight through the Mountain Park concrete plant. His arch nemesis, Cody Dochev, tried to stop the onslaught by ramming Marv's
KillDozer. Have you ever heard
KillDozer.
about this shit, Vonnie? I'm watching this shit. It's called the KillDozer. Have you ever heard about the KillDozer? Yo, Vonnie with the lightnings and the gifts. You're awesome. Thank you so much, bro. Yo, Vonnie, we gotta
With a wheel tractor scraper, but retreated once Marv opened fire through one of 3 gun ports installed.
Bro, this guy, his name is the KillDozer. He had his own business in some small town in like the 1990s, and this rich family, they kicked him out pretty much by opening up a business right next to his and making it so big to where they like took over his whole land pretty much. And it was a beef that they had for like 10 years. And yo, bro had a welding company where he would weld mufflers. So tell me how he had a bulldozer and he made that shit into a fucking tank.
On the KillDozer.
Oh, with guns too? Oh, nah.
His arch nemesis, Cody Dochev, tried to stop the onslaught by ramming Marv's KillDozer with a wheel tractor scraper, but retreated once Marv opened fire through one of 3 gun ports installed on the KillDozer.
Damn, so he had guns in that shit too, chat. Oh, shit. I didn't know he had guns in there, so I thought he was...
Once the concrete plant was successfully demolished, he moved on to Town Hall.
Yo, Vonnie, thank you for the gift.
Next, he destroyed the Granby newspaper office that slandered his name. Police responded to the chaos
so he went and
had
he
no
destroyed all their businesses, yo. Oh, I can do that. I think I used to have it like that. Hold on, let me see. Like this. There you go. Like that, okay. And then we probably can make this a little smaller. Like this right here. Make this a little bit bigger. Actually, wait, no, because... There you go, like this. There you go. We lit. W. Yo, W Vonnie. Vonnie's the one that put me on the TikTok. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes my shit goes up, but lately I haven't been going live, and when I was going live the past few days, I was just doing it on my phone. So my shit probably slowed down a little bit, but we're gonna get it back.
Means to stop the dozer. Their futile attempts to open fire and pierce the fortified shell proved useless.
Police couldn't stop the slow-moving bulldozer, which was armored with heavy iron plates welded in place of windows.
Using cameras installed on the top of the
Yo, look at how old that TV was, bro. Like, what the fuck? So he had a TV. He had multiple TVs. Yeah, when you're consistent, it's lit. To be honest, I feel I do better off the phone. So for me, when I first started, it was going up a lot. And then I started doing more streams where I just wasn't talking as much, and I noticed it slowed down. Lately, I only go live if I'm talking and if I'm saying welcome to the chat to everybody and all that. But for the phone, it's better when you're playing, when you're doing the dual thing. And then for gaming, it's better on PC, I think. If you're doing games or if you're doing like what I'm doing here, it's better on PC. All right, let's see.
shell, Marv was able to maneuver and return fire toward police.
Yo, so he had fucking TVs. Yo, that's crazy to think in the 1990s, yo. He did all that shit, yo. And I'm over here stressing out about my electric bike, how to set up my electric
Officer
bike.
Glenn Trainer of the Granby Police Department rushed the KillDozer and climbed atop the shell in an attempt to find an opening. But to his surprise, the entire shell was welded shut.
Someone tried to go up on that shit and stop him. And they couldn't even get it.
As one fixed piece, Marv Heemeyer had
snapped.
no way out and purposely lowered the shell over himself to commit to his plans, sealing himself in.
Chat, he welded himself in? Is that what I just heard?
He lowered the shell over himself to commit to his plans, sealing himself inside. Then Colorado State Governor Bill Owens requested the National Guard to
Yo, Vonnie, thank you so much for the likes and for the gifts and for talking to me. Next time you go live, I'm definitely joining and showing up too. And then let's link up either today, tomorrow, sometime soon for real. I might be in Delray tonight, so hit me up. Guys, so these videos go on YouTube. That's why it seems like I talk to myself sometimes too. But, so, tell me how he welded himself into this shit. Like, that blows my mind.
dispatch an Apache attack helicopter, as well as troops equipped with Javelin anti-tank missiles.
He is just headed westbound again. This is tape. He is again headed westbound into the downtown area. Right there, may have taken out a radiator he doesn't stop for.
And while striking a hardware store, the KillDozer turtled between the foundation and the basement, leaving the dozer stuck. And after 2 hours of pure carnage, a SWAT team approached the dozer and reported hearing the sound of a single gunshot from within, as Marvin Heemeyer, with no way out and no means to free the dozer, took his life.
Damn.
After hours of trial and error, authorities were able to break open the shell using an oxyacetylene cutting torch and recovered Marvin Heemeyer's body at approximately 2 a.m.
Probably stinking, man.
The KillDozer was demoed, and its components were destroyed and dispersed between several junkyards. The rampage caused an estimated $7 million in property damage, and nobody was killed or injured during the incident, apart from Marvin Heemeyer. Leading up to the incident, Marv gave away all of his financial assets to his friends and family, and left various notes behind for his friends and his enemies. In the end, it was perceived that Marv was sabotaging Dochev's business plans, and not the other way around. And no matter how you look at it, perception is reality.
Damn, chat. Got goosebumps. So he just wanted to make a point, yo, and like, crazy thing is, yo, it's messed up because a lot of people.
Hey
like,
guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that.
People that watch this will be like, oh, let me go make a point about something I want to go make a point about. And no, that's not really how you should do it. How you should look at this. It shouldn't be like, oh yeah, more people should start crashing out and doing stuff like this. But, you know, maybe it's just like, it should be a lesson to some people, you know? Some people are ready to lose it all and to throw it all away, and they don't care. They have nothing to lose, really. So they're ready to just lose whatever they have left. And I'm telling you guys, like, that's just a matter of just treating people how you want to be treated, in my opinion. Like, or else all that would have never happened. They could have just easily, like, you know, hashed things out, had respect for each other a little bit more. It's all about respect, you know? And we just don't seem to have that anymore in America, guys. Everything's all about money. Now, let's see. This looks like some more footage.
The levels a building in Granby, Colorado. A bulldozer levels a building in Granby, Colorado. Then another. And another. It's part of a meticulously planned citywide demolition project.
The bulldozer went crazy.
But this plan wasn't put together by city engineers or construction workers.
Just received a 911 call.
So I think what happened too is when he ended up having to kind of crash and like go into the wall, I think what really happened was, to be honest, I think his cameras malfunctioned. He couldn't see where he was going anymore, so he just kind of like gave up at that moment right there, because he was like, I can't even see where I'm going. Fuck this. It's not fun anymore.
There is an out-of-control bulldozer.
There's no way
it's the brainchild of an angry man with a grudge against a lot of local people and businesses.
They can't tell who's driving it, but there is someone inside.
The man inside this armor-plated bulldozer is Marvin Heemeyer. As horrified townspeople run for their lives, Heemeyer wrecks buildings and vehicles one after another.
I wonder how many people might have died.
And he's ready to take on sheriff's deputies or anybody else who stands in his way.
Can we get this in GTA 6, bro?
Heemeyer's an accomplished welder who spent a lot of time inside a secret workshop.
Yeah, it's all encased in metal, and you can't see who's driving or anything.
There, he outfitted the dozer with 2 sheets of half-inch steel plating, with a layer of concrete in between.
What type do you need? It's the biggest armor-piercing ammunition he has.
On this day, he seals himself in and takes off on a violent ride. Inside his cockpit, 2 assault rifles, lots of ammo, and video monitors to help him see where he's going. A bank, a hardware store, a concrete factory, even the town hall, and especially the police department.
Damn.
But one thing all of those places have in common, Heemeyer feels he has been wronged by these businesses or the people who own them.
Crow is a stepper.
He even exacts revenge on the home of the town's former mayor.
He does have armor-piercing weaponry.
Deputies and SWAT teams try everything. But even armor-piercing bullets can't penetrate Marvin Heemeyer's homemade metal and concrete shield.
If you want to try to box him in.
At one point, a heavy equipment operator decides to put a stop to the carnage. He climbs behind the wheel of his front-end loader and gets set to take on the armored bulldozer. But quickly, the operator finds himself in an industrial-sized game of chicken. Heemeyer speeds ahead, aiming directly for the blockage. Realizing his intentions, the loader attempts to flee, but the armored dozer gives chase. Ramming the tractor off its path, it steams ahead to its next target.
This shit's kind of fast.
Authorities seize the narrow opportunity, using the front loader truck to block the dozer in.
It's a bulldozer, so it's literally meant
the civilian
to, like,
operator hurries to safety.
Pretty sure.
Forced to continue ahead, Heemeyer pushes his creation to the limit.
That's what a bulldozer is meant for, guys.
The bulldozer grinds to a halt under the rubble of a steel building. Its engine has called it quits. As authorities try to get into the cab of his homemade tank, Marvin Heemeyer takes his own life. It takes officers several hours and a cutting torch to finally get inside the cab. None of the townspeople are hurt, But the price tag on this rampage is about $7 million.
Damn. Yeah, so they costed him his business, and he said, hey, I'm going to make you guys pay $7 million. Let me remind you guys that with our inflation nowadays, $7 million back then was probably about the same amount of, let's say, about $70 million nowadays. So not only did he kind of like make them pay a lot of money, but he took out some pretty important businesses as well along with that. Now there's one last guy that he supposedly made the KillDozer. So his name is Whistling Diesel. If you guys want to check him out, he does videos about pretty much making like either crazy devices, or he does stress tests on diesel vehicles and cars and I think motorcycles and dirt bikes and shit. I haven't really watched him too much. I've just pretty much saw a few of his videos after his tax invasion stuff that he has going on, which, by the way, he didn't really even do tax invasion. He just bought a car in a place where you don't have to pay tax.
Oh my god.
No! First step here is welding 1,000 pounds of metal on this. I'm gonna call 35 welders. Hey, could all 35 of you come out here and weld this? They said they're gonna pull up in 5 minutes. Tyler, our expert fabricator, has been working around the clock. His hands are bleeding. It looks like a KillDozer already. We have all this metal framed up. We have 24 professional welders, portable welding rigs. We're all gonna be working on this because this is a community project.
Cody, I think you just don't want to weld on this for 6 months.
No. This is gonna be one of the greatest moments that has happened on this piece of land ever. This is the KillDozer 2.0. Weld it as durably as possible because it's gonna get hit with Sidewinder missiles, tanks, 12 gauge, AK-47. Bulletproof this thing to hell. All right, we're gonna start welding in 3, 2, 1. This is gonna be great. Okay, be careful, don't get ran over.
Oh, there's so many engines.
Who's gonna have the first weld?
Here we go, is he striking one up?
Oh, yeah. Fly fab, got the first welds on the KillDozer.
Cody,
wow, those welds look
don't
great.
Look at it, Cody.
These are gonna hold the concrete in so that we can fill it up like homemade armor. So, I know it's getting hard to reach the top here. We're gonna bring our skid steer in here and pull it up here and you can stand on the bucket. They have no clue what they signed up for. I don't even know how to run this.
3 construction workers are dead.
I'm gonna figure this out. It can't be that hard. Am I doing good? I knew I'd do all right. We do have a safety inspector here from OSHA. Hey, we have a guy from OSHA here. He's wanting to check out the operation. Think you just hang out for a little bit? Where's everybody going? We're just gonna have OSHA check everything out. We're gonna do a bead competition to see who can weld the best bead. The winner will receive this limited edition 1 of 500 chrome Monster Max hammer. My name is Cody, and this is my welder. It's one of the biggest, baddest.
Hammer, you're going up, Cody.
How's it looking? One from an expert.
Really
right?
good. You didn't do that one.
It seems like someone was slightly struggling. That was Matt, who did an excellent job. Matt, you're doing great. Just put a tally next to one you like. I think that was everybody undeniably. What's your name?
I'm Madison. Welcome back.
That should hold up to just about anything you need.
So easy. It's like,
all right, let's check it out. Woo! Yeah, buddy.
what's your plan?
Where is the nearest smaller town? Okay, get off!
Next door. Turning to see what it was, they witnessed a behemoth vehicle.
33 seconds ago, my bad. Yeah, this one's called You Were Lied To about the KillDozer. We're gonna look into that.
They're throwing rocks at it. We thought those were welds breaking. My grandma should be showing up in a Ford Taurus any minute. Has anybody seen her? The visibility is quite limited. You just have to go by the direction of screams. So next is our hood, ripper guard. We have a camera system, weapon system. Yeah, I'm thinking Black Hawk propeller on top. Everybody here gets a pack of Alcolo. Not recommended for KillDozer use.
is gonna save a lot of time.
Really?
Right there, look at it.
We have a very special delivery today. Is it the jib?
Yeah.
It's the KillDozer Builder 9000. Up!
He's not even underneath it yet.
Down! Stop! That way! Stop! Forward! Stop! Slow down! Stop!
Trying to back up a trailer for the first time with your dad in the back.
Stop! Go up! Tilt down! Stop! This is from Skid Steer Solutions, and they've solved a lot of our skid steer problems. We have problem and solution. The problem, Cody not be able to lift 1,000 pound steel. Solution, Cody do try.
No.
But the other solution is by a skid steer attachment. I forgot to set the parking brake. Dude, I forgot to set the parking brake. I'm gonna go back to my brainstorming session. Oh my God, it's very heavy. Wow! My first time in our KillDozer. I am very excited right now. In this box, we have our KillDozer exhaust stack. This is one side of our KillDozer exhaust from Send Cut Send. They've cut this and sent it, and then they sent it after they cut it. Here, give me your feet.
No.
Trying to capture how miserable it is to work on the KillDozer when it's 90 degrees. It's a lot hotter inside, and I'm welding galvanized steel. I'm trying to make it look a little rushed so that it looks authentic. Like, you know, it's not all polished and clean. There's some bad welds every now and then. Oh, and that's not just an excuse for the bad welds. I promise. This is the automatic kill switch system. You can run it however you want when it's in the disarmed mode, but if you pass out while you're in full throttle, someone on the exterior can hit this button. And it kills her off. What do you think about that?
That's freaking sweet.
15 years ago, bizarre and frightening events played out in Granby.
Some of the videotape show you just a little bit of some of the crazy things that this man has done over the course of the past hour and a half.
Finally finished the KillDozer project. It was a lot of work. Hey. Give me that welder quick. I need the welder.
All right.
Working on the KillDozer. This has been a nightmare of a project. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of long hours. I can't wait to show you all. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, dude.
Okay, Cody, that's the second grinder you broke this week. You're not gonna take credit for it all, are you?
No, I'm extremely happy to announce that we together have finally finished the KillDozer project.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna run everybody down on the features of the KillDozer as it sits. This actually looks really good. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't looked at it. It's been parked out here for...
When was July?
In July.
10 months ago?
10 months ago.
Tyler, give us a rundown on the easiest, simplest abbreviation that you can that you did to build this.
So we 3D scanned the entire dozer down to 0.2 millimeter accuracy, CAD modeled all the armor around it with precision to allow the front armor to come off.
3/4 of an inch thick steel with 5.5 inches of concrete between it. It's got more upgrades and it's stronger than the original.
He doesn't know what else to say. So you didn't do that much, would you say? Look, there's a camera. But I feel like that's actually a horrible spot, Tyler.
That is exactly where Marvin put it.
What are we gonna do with it? Oh, that's a good design. So we have huge armor over the cylinders so that can keep this from getting messed up. All we've done here is basically apply...
Who's we?
We got the steel from Send Cut Send, a company that sends your steel, cuts it, and sends it. What is that? Oh.
That's to protect people from you.
What is a 10?
It's a remote shutoff. I'm ripping that out right now.
No.
You know, it was a mistake having you involved in this. What happens when I'm in the middle of a highly populated area? And Tyler here decides, you know, I'm not a fan of what's going on right now. Tyler's gonna try to save the day. Run us down on what we have here.
Those are the pressurized nitrogen lines.
Wait, why do we need nitrogen?
It blows the debris away from the cameras.
So what happens if Carl, the police officer, comes up here and snips that?
No, there's supposed to be concrete up here.
Oh, okay.
You haven't paid for it yet.
So we're gonna pour concrete. As you can see, the entire perimeter of this here is hollow, and we're gonna be filling this all with concrete today. We need to get inside, it's raining. Oh my God, it's very heavy. Wow! My first time in our KillDozer. This handle crush me?
Well, it weighs about 400 pounds.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I am very excited right now. This is actually really sick. There's a fan. We have comforts. Wow. What was this?
That's the shooting port.
Oh my god.
So that's an inch thick plate.
Oh
and then you
my
can pull this off and put a airsoft in here.
Tyler.
Yeah?
We genuinely appreciate your hard work on this. Sorry, Tyler.
Wait.
You know too much.
You'll never get it started without me.
Really?
There's a secret kill switch. Multiple.
Where is it?
It's really complicated.
We promise we will let you out.
I won't go down. I'll stay right here.
Keep an eye on. What the Oh my god. No! You went to the hole! I didn't know that was... There's a secret escape hatch?
This is how we can work on the engine if it blows up or something. Yeah, you could change the oil, put new manifolds on it, turbo, whatever. Wait, you gotta talk about the lock.
Wait, the what?
Harper didn't have that. That's pretty durable.
No one can get it.
We should scream to have them help let us out.
No.
Hey, we can't get out of the dozer.
They're trapped in there, so we gotta open them.
Not opening. Oh, damn.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it's stuck.
Will it not open?
No. Try it.
I knew it.
Hey, close that down! Oh my god. Are they booting up?
Yeah.
This is sick. Oh my god. Wow, there's a lot of angles. This is actually the coolest thing ever.
I like as you love it.
The light.
That shit look like way better than the actual one, because obviously the original one was built 30 years ago.
Lighting is lovely.
But
I want to camp in here. We gotta do a 24-hour challenge. There is literally a bed in here. Tyler, great freaking job on this.
Thanks, man. Great job paying for it. It really helps a lot.
What? You didn't do anything. This will be my first time opening this. Let's see how heavy it is. Bro.
So excited for this, dude.
Finally done.
Yeah. It took a little bit more than we were thinking. It's 19,000 pounds of concrete.
What did it weigh before?
115,000.
Without the steel?
And then 19,000 pounds of steel, 19,000 pounds of concrete.
Okay. We're at 155,000 pounds. What's the tank weigh?
115.
We're 40,000 pounds more than the tank? Oh my god.
This is heavy.
That's what I wish my showers were like. 0-degree tips, 20,000 PSI. A friend comes over, take a shower.
Gets ran over by this shit, bro. It is like ultimatum GG's, brother. Ultimatum fucking G's, brother. Hold on, I think we gotta, what happened to our, there we go.
On your house, the concrete is at just the right hardness for us to carve our names in.
Oh, it's his girlfriend's name.
That's how you spell Daria in Russia. No! We can put something in here. Help! Dude, everybody left. I need help. Help! I need a can of alcohol, though.
Toss me up one of them bad boys.
Yeah.
No, I'm just... Oh!
Now, as an honorary remark, I'll be carving Marv's name in here. Marv would definitely love this.
If I would have been married, had a family, things may have gone different. But God built me for this job. And without a doubt, I wished it could be done a different way. But there is no way to make this right.
Today is the day that we finally drive the KillDozer. We're gonna hop in here, we're gonna operate it just to test some things out. We're not sure if it's perfect. It could explode immediately because we added self-destruct. And we have one final piece to put on. This badge is over an inch thick of steel. We have to torch the middle until it's like melted and then wrap it around the front. All right, yep, it looks pretty good.
If you stick your tongue on there, it'll get stuck.
So this badge weighs around 16,000 pounds. It's from Send Cut Send. They can cut any metal you want: titanium, blastoid steel, diamondoid steel.
Diamond steel.
Diamond steel. They can cut diamond steel. You send them whatever you want, and they get it cut out and send it to you. I sent them the files for an excavator, and they printed off this excavator for us. Now, before we begin the maiden voyage of our KillDozer, we're gonna crack a can of Alcolo over the blade. A big one.
You missed it!
The dozer is all done. I just want to shout out our camera guys, lawn care guys. How long did you guys actually spend on this? What would you think?
There's probably about 200 hours.
Both of you?
Mostly me.
Mostly me.
So you're trying to be really cocky about it. They spent 200 hours on it, and then we had 30 people welding for 8 hours. We probably spent 300 hours total on it. Everyone's asking, where's the KillDozer at? Literally non-stop working on it. I want to do a lot more for this first video, but it's been taking so long, I just want to show everybody. Oh yeah, they're working great. Wow! The cameras are booting up. I'm gonna close the hatch.
Oh my god.
We're gonna start the KillDozer. Laid up.
Oh my god.
Hey, the air isn't bad.
Oh, it's okay. Wait, stop! What are you doing?
Did you hear that?
No?
It's like a squeal. Our casualty marker went up. 1.
Was someone underneath?
What was that bump?
It's just time.
What? What do you mean it's just Ty?
He wasn't done.
Why is the paramedics here? You need to work on the dozer?
He's done for, man.
If your lower half has been ran over by a 2 million pound bulldozer or even bit by a rabid pit bull, call Sweet James, accident and injury attorneys. With over $1 billion of settlements, Sweet James can get you the justice you need. Like Ty here, he's happy now. With over 20 years of legal experience. That's how much experience Ty has welding. Walk it off, dude. Come on.
He actually walked it off.
We should close that zone.
This is crazy.
Isn't it sick?
Wow.
People could open fire on us right now.
Oh yeah, nothing.
This is all 5-inch thick bulletproof glass.
I need to take this to court.
Sweet James is a real law firm. James and I are great friends. I injure people and he uninjures them.
Great working relationship.
In the event of an emergency, door will be locked and we will not be able to get out. There's also a self-destruct button. There's no cover on it, so just don't kick it. The first stage of our KillDozer testing is to plow through these 8 cars. It's a group of people that have angered me. Let's obliterate them. This feels like Ocean Gate. What could go wrong?
Picked on the wrong man.
How did this go from such a sad video to us watching this guy like rebuild the KillDozer, just being like, "Let's go, brother, tear shit up."
I'm not that strong. But I had to do this.
It's hissing from the radiator, I think. That's from the dozer. Oh, no, we busted an air line for the nitrogen system. We need to get out.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh! Is that half of a car? It flattens everything. Look at where the cop car got ran over.
Yeah, I mean, there's parts going everywhere.
Bro, what?
Yeah, it's gone.
This was an SUV. Hold up, what is this? This van had the same stickers my parents have on their white minivan. They're supposed to show up in like 20 minutes.
Was your dad in the army?
Yeah, dude, my dad, he was 50 years in the army.
What's their plate number?
It's like Q Taguia or something. Oh, wow. Look at this! Ripped its heart out. Look at that. You realize the power it takes to just rip that out by driving over something? Look, it's all the whole engine and everything is ripped apart.
Another one. Cody, we were set up to film in the other field.
We're supposed to film in another field?
Yes. These are just people's cars.
Amputated limbs, full skeletal replacement, brain transplant. If your entire family has been severely injured by a negligent person operating a literal killdozer that accidentally bulldozed the wrong parking lot that wasn't the right vehicles, call Sweet James, accident injury attorney. With over 20 years of legal experience, you don't pay unless you win. Tyler, who built the killdozer, well, he helped me build it. It's like a 90-10 split. I won't
put up 90% of the money. I put up 90% of the work.
I put up 100% of the money. He put up 5% of the work and had help. Tyler's gonna run the killdozer now and see how he likes his own creation.
Just so you know, I will be committing slight assaults on you while you're operating.
Don't shoot it with a gun.
No, I'm not gonna shoot. I'm not gonna shoot with any big guns.
A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site.
All right, y'all ready?
Oh!
Anything when you're throwing stuff at it.
No. Now we're gonna do a tug of war, tank versus killdozer. I've wanted to do this for a long time, ever since this morning. What's everybody think?
Killdozer.
Oh, he's the only one that thinks the tank.
He also thinks tank.
May the losers lose.
People are out there doing like Ford Ranger versus Chevy truck.
Literal killdozer versus battle tank. I couldn't even feel the tank behind me, to be honest. I was honestly thinking the rope would snap. I will give someone $1,000 if they can walk across this as it is without any modification.
Can I jog across it?
Yeah, you can run.
The leaf spring is not going to help. What?
Oh no!
Right through the neck. Do it like this. Oh my god. I didn't do anything. I choose to let go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, if you can save it, I still won't honor it.
Oh, that's not fun.
We haven't assaulted the dozer yet. It hasn't been under attack. I might do that next video though, because I still want to make sure everything's good to go before we start attacking it. Like we're 99.9% there. I want to take it around the property, so we're gonna go on a long quarter-mile journey.
At first, I fought it. But it has to be done. And the world will write stories about how wrong I am and everything. And without a doubt, I wish it could be done a different way. But there is no way to make this right.
So far, the biggest issue is I can't steer right. Like I get like 2 minutes and then the right steering stops working.
Why is that?
Well, I was using it fine and then I ran into this huge rock and it got sucked up into there and it's going like... I probably spent literally 100 hours just bulldozing. So I have more hours in this than you do.
He has more hours in fun and lollygagging than you do, bro.
You have a house over here, right? But anyways, the power lines. I have a message for them. What do y'all bets on whether or not this could take that down?
Easily, like a toothpick.
All right. Well, everybody, this is like climbing down off a house. This is nearly a 2-story building. Well, that was fun. I think we have the world's only actual replica killdozer. What do we spend on this? 80 on the dozer, another 30 on hauling.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
It's probably only like 200 grand. A lot of people in the comments were complaining like, oh, you had more than one person building it and you had electric and all. Shut up. What color is your killdozer? Talking about my killdozer like a supercar owner for 10 seconds straight. I have full solid steel.
Rusted steel pins. They're half an inch longer. This is a limited edition model. It's the only one in existence with scratches in the paint on this part.
Artist Marvin Heemeyer designed it. So we did actually make it better than his. No offense. But our blade is bigger. We have grills here.
Yeah, we got grills.
It's still getting a little hot. I know everyone's gonna complain, oh, you should have improved the cooling system. He had no ventilation. It's running just enough to melt the engine block. It's not that bad.
That's pretty bad.
One last thing. I wanted to demolish like a shopping center or a Walmart or a store. So if anyone has something really cool to demolish, you have a demolition permit for it. We will haul this and demolish really cool structures. We need something that's mainly concrete, steel, and glass. Email info@whistlanddiesel.com if you have a structure to demolish, and not a little house, because this is bigger than most houses. It's bigger than it looks. So we need something that's at least...
That's pretty small.
It's for scale. I'm pretty big. Comment below what we should do with this. In the next video, we're gonna be durability testing it. This is a lot of like the build and initial testing because we expect more problems, but it's honestly good to go. I think we're gonna sit in here while we shoot it. We're gonna drive cars and trucks into it. We're gonna put small explosives around it. We're gonna grease the sides up and see if we can climb up the sides. And then we're also gonna lift it with a helicopter and drop it.
That is going to be difficult.
How many helicopters does it take to lift it?
They're like all lifting at the same point. They're all their blades just...
KillDozer versus Apache helicopter. Thank you everyone for watching. If you go back to this video and restart it and watch the whole thing again, I'll give you... Let me think about it.
He's not gonna give you anything. Guys, don't fall for it.
Alright guys, so I mean it's pretty crazy stuff right there. The KillDozer, man. I don't know guys, what do you guys think? Is the KillDozer a story that looks like they made a movie called Tread?
Old school of trial, and when in doubt, gas it.
Well,
there's a whole
I find this out too late. Yeah,
We're going to fine you $100 a day because you're operating a business and you're not hooked up to a sewer.
So yeah, guys, they were pushing this guy. Poor guy, man. Really, honestly, we need less situations like this to happen in the future. It's actually kind of serious of a situation because things like this, man, it pushes people to do things that they don't want to do. And sadly, it's almost like the government was bullying him, if you think about it. Not the government, but the local government that he has, the state government. Or his city government, whatever, that small little area did him really dirty and kind of pushed him to do things that he didn't want to do. So what do you guys think? Let me know. Pluto, shut up.